Mucius Scaevola was one of the most famous legendary heroes of early Rome, celebrated for his extraordinary courage, determination, and unwavering loyalty to the Roman Republic. According to Roman tradition, he lived during the late 6th century BC when the Etruscan king Lars Porsena laid siege to Rome in an attempt to restore the exiled king Tarquinius Superbus to the throne. At a time when the young republic faced one of its greatest dangers, Mucius volunteered to risk his life in order to eliminate the enemy leader and protect his homeland. His remarkable actions became one of the defining stories of Roman patriotism. Determined to end the siege, Mucius secretly entered the Etruscan camp disguised as one of the local people. His mission was simple but extremely dangerous: assassinate King Lars Porsena before the Roman army was overwhelmed. However, Mucius did not know what the king looked like. Mistaking one of Porsena's officials for the ruler himself, he struck and killed the wrong man. The mistake immediately exposed his identity, and Etruscan soldiers captured him before he could escape. Brought before Lars Porsena, Mucius showed no fear despite facing certain death. Rather than begging for mercy, he proudly declared that he was a Roman citizen who had willingly accepted the mission to kill the enemy king. He also claimed that many other young Romans were prepared to make the same sacrifice if necessary. His fearless words demonstrated that Rome possessed citizens who valued their country's freedom more than their own lives, a message intended to weaken the enemy's confidence. When King Porsena threatened him with torture unless he revealed Roman plans, Mucius responded with one of the most unforgettable acts in Roman legend. Without hesitation, he placed his right hand into a nearby sacrificial fire and held it there without showing pain or asking for mercy. Ancient writers describe the king watching in astonishment as Mucius allowed his hand to burn completely, proving that physical suffering meant nothing compared to his devotion to Rome. His incredible self-control convinced everyone present that Roman courage was unlike anything they had ever witnessed. Deeply impressed by this display of bravery, Lars Porsena ordered Mucius to be released instead of executed. According to tradition, the king even began to admire the strength and determination of the Roman people. Some ancient accounts suggest that the incident encouraged Porsena to negotiate peace with Rome rather than continue the costly conflict. Whether entirely historical or partly legendary, the story reflected the Roman belief that moral strength could sometimes achieve what armies could not. After losing the use of his right hand, Mucius became known by the surname Scaevola, meaning left-handed. Rather than viewing his injury as a weakness, the Romans regarded it as a badge of honor earned through unmatched courage. His new name became famous throughout Roman history, symbolizing the willingness to sacrifice part of oneself for the survival of the Republic. Future generations remembered him not for his failed assassination attempt, but for the extraordinary determination he displayed while facing death. The story of Mucius Scaevola played an important role in Roman education and political culture. Young Romans learned that courage, discipline, and loyalty were more valuable than wealth or personal comfort. Statesmen, generals, and historians frequently referred to his example when encouraging citizens to remain steadfast during times of crisis. His legend reinforced the Roman ideal that true heroes were those who placed duty above fear and honor above life itself. Although modern historians cannot confirm every detail of Mucius Scaevola's story, his legend remained one of the greatest examples of Roman virtue. Ancient authors such as Livy celebrated him alongside heroes like Horatius Cocles and Cloelia, presenting all three as models of bravery during Rome's earliest years. Today, Mucius Scaevola continues to represent courage in the face of impossible odds, reminding us that genuine heroism is often defined not by victory alone, but by the strength to remain faithful to one's principles even under the greatest suffering.